Hi Taurus, welcome back to Omkara Tarot, and let's do a love read for you. Taurus, these are general collective readings, will not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind, okay? Take what works for you and leave the rest. So let's see what's going on in your love life, Taurus. How you're feeling, how your person is feeling, and what action we can expect now in this connection. So let's begin. My angel spirit guides, please bless this reading for Taurus and send them the messages they need to hear the most right now. Thank you. So Taurus, let's begin. Welcome back all my subscribers. Thank you for being here. And Taurus, if you're new here, we welcome you as well. Do join us, subscribe to the channel, become part of us. We welcome you in. So Taurus newbies, I'm setting down 2 sets of cards here. One side is for you, one side is for your person, and in the center I'll have your mutual energies, your dialogue message cards, and your action cards. So for me, this is going to be person A, Taurus. This is going to be person B. If this is your storyline, you'll know exactly which side you belong to, right? So let's begin your reading. Action for person A and action for person B. Bottom of my deck, I have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Feeling very disappointed at all the time, effort, energy, years, days wasted, and nothing really fruitified here. Let me look at the cards 1 second. Yes, there is a bit of depression here. There's a bit of sadness here. Somebody still does want to fight for this connection, though. They do want to fight for this connection, whereas the other person feels everything is out in the open now. I'm not really sure whether I'm even interested in this commitment anymore. It's over. I don't trust person A anymore. I don't know what's happening. So Taurus, what I'm going to do, I'm going to clarify these cards. But before that, I'm going to take some dialogue message cards. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other, what that would be. Then we'll start the reading. So Taurus and their person spirit, if they could say something to each other, what would that be? Taurus and their person. Taurus and their person. Taurus and their person. Taurus and their person spirit. If you guys are not talking to each other, cards are refusing to come out. Taurus and their person. Taurus and their person. Okay. All right, Taurus. Let's take a few more from here. Taurus and their person. And Taurus, if any of you are looking for a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. You can reach me there. So the first card I have here says, when I said I love you forever, I meant it. How can you love me after I effed everything up with our connection? I wasn't ready for our connection. I miss you so much that it feels like there's a real pain in my chest. I won't show you that though. I may not be good enough for you. You seem to have high standards. At first, I thought it was only a sexual attraction, but it's so much more than that. I love you, mind, body, and soul. But the problem here is, Taurus, they're still saying, I'm not going to tell you that though. You've helped me discover my psychic gifts. Thank you. And the last card here says, my answer will be, I do. So somebody here, I think, even though they are depressed and sad, they do want another shot at this. Let's see. Let's start with an angel blessing card, Taurus. Let's see what my angels have for you as a blessing, guidance, advice, or a message. Stress management. Taurus, this card is for you, okay? So if you're going through any kind of stress, please, please, please take care of your health, mental, physical. You need to balance out yourself, whether it's like even something small like taking a walk or having some green tea or listening to music or doing some yoga. Whatever the situation is, I'm sure is very, very stressful. I can see it on the table. I mean, I'm feeling a little heavy myself. So if there's any kind of stress, please manage it. I have one golden rule in my life, Taurus. I'm going to share that with you. I've come to that conclusion in my life that nothing lasts forever, right? Nothing lasts forever. The only constant in life is change. So whatever you're going through, this will also pass. So whenever I'm very stressed out, I look at myself in the mirror and say, hey, this too shall pass. Good, bad, ugly, everything changes. So don't keep it on your chest. So let's see. Let's start with the energy of person A. Four of Cups. Why is person A in the Four of Cups energy, Spirit? One more, Four of Cups. They're a little disappointed, they're a bit sad, they're feeling a bit rejected. They feel their person could be going off for a brand new beginning or wanting to be single, is releasing them or releasing this connection who they feel that their person feels has become very toxic. Nine of Wands. They do want to try one more time. Person A still wants to fight for this connection. They know that their person is perfect. Okay? They know that their person is loving, kind, nurturing, beautiful, intuitive, everything. I think they are a little scared that person B could probably be, taking off for a fresh new beginning or wanting to be single and no longer wanting to be involved in this connection with them. They're a little sad and lonely or feeling rejected, feeling like there's a bit of stagnancy that's come into this connection now. They want to rush in and fight for this connection. They want to offer person B, I think, let's start again, let's begin again, and let's start a brand new chapter here or something like that. Person A definitely wants to fight for this connection with person B once again. So what happened in the recent past, Spirit, for person A to be feeling this way? In the recent past, they did admire person B. They did see them as the Queen of Pentacles, very beautiful, very nurturing, very a good homemaker, kind person, financially independent. But they may have behaved immaturely. They may have behaved immaturely, always treating maybe their person not good. Now they have a lot of regret. They have a lot of sorrow. They want to come out of it. Now they want to offer equal give and take, which they never did earlier, especially now that, maybe you guys are not talking to each other. They have also spent some time listening to their intuition, seeing where they went wrong. They are feeling quite devastated, heart of hearts. They may not tell you that though, but this is how they feel. Oh my God, I had it all. I had such a wonderful person in my life, and I had a beautiful partnership here. What did I do? I was immature. I never treated my partner right. Is that correct, Spirit? Yes. Now this person is feeling very ashamed and embarrassed of their own faults, I think, here, and feeling very heartbroken. Again, they may not be telling person B that, right? But this is how they're feeling: embarrassed, ashamed, heartbroken, feeling they're going to be left behind. They do want to rush back and get their person because now they're realizing the value that person B actually had in their life. So how does person B now feel about person A, Spirit? The Wheel of Fortune. Why is that? Wheel of Fortune here. Why do they feel the Wheel of Fortune for this connection? They want to have one more go around. They don't want this chapter to shut. They want things to start working smoothly again. They're a bit afraid because they feel now that the person B may have some boundaries up, or there may be some question answers that have to be done here before things can come back into balance. They are kind of feeling that the love is lost from this connection, or maybe they feel person B doesn't love them anymore. They're a bit afraid now to even come forward with an apology or a love offer, because they feel they are the cause of this connection falling. They know they've caused this structure to disintegrate. They're a little afraid that their person now has boundaries, and if they do go forward with any kind of a love offer or an apology or something, their person is probably going to not be that kind to them. So why is the Ace of Cups in reverse, Spirit? Why is the Ace of Cups in reverse? Because things have really stagnated. Nobody's really making a move at the moment. There is person A feels that if I do go, they basically don't have the courage. They don't have the courage to go towards person B and even apologize, because they feel I'm going to be rejected now. I've already broken so many of their promises. I've always led a very stress-free life, thinking they're always going to be there for me. But now I think they feel person B is now wizened up to their, ways. And if the person A feels if I go back with the same kind of, flirty energy or romance or whatever, I'm not going to be greeted in that same way anymore. Now they're regretting what they've done. Now they're heartbroken, but they don't want to come forward because they fear rejection. So that's why that card said, I feel all this, but I'm not going to tell you that though. Because heart of hearts, they know they've created this tower to fall. They were the cause of it. So let's see, person A, what action they'll take. I'll open later. I'm going to go on to the other side and see how person B is doing. Person B, you have the Hierophant in reverse. Why is that? Why is the Hierophant in reverse? Person B is saying, I'm ready for a brand new beginning. I'm ready to start a brand new journey. This past connection didn't work out. There was no stable offer. Hierophant in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse, nothing really worked out for me. I am going to allow divine timing to work in my favor now. I want to keep it moving, shaking and moving, and I am looking for something fresh and new in my life. A new beginning in my life. Person B says, with the High Priestess in reverse energy, they feel all the secrets are already out. I'm ready now to kind of put down this burden. I've been carrying it for too long. My back hurts now. Enough is enough. It's time for me to put this to rest. So what happened in the recent past, Spirit, for person B to have made such a big choice? The World in reverse. Why is the World in reverse? I think they tried and tried again with person A, but person A never really took responsibility of this connection. They always appeared to be like the King of Pentacles in reverse. Now the King of Pentacles upright, Taurus, is that husband, that spouse, that person who does the right thing in a relationship, takes charge of a connection, is loving, kind, generous, everything. But when it's in reverse, this person is very ungrounded, maybe has money troubles, or they are stingy with their time, energy, emotions, could be anything. But they never really stepped up to the plate to satisfy person B. Even though I think person B did try many times, it just left them feeling always unhappy, upset and angry. So that's the reason, slow and steady, each time this happened, more and more stagnancy set into this connection. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Spirit. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Person B says my person was very unemotional. They were very analytical. They always used their head over heart. I waited. I did wait. I had a choice even to move back then, but I waited. But now, as time has gone by, I realize there's nothing left here to go back to. Too many bad memories have been created. Too much unhappiness has happened in this connection, and I have the world in my hands now. I can decide on something new for myself. So, how does person B now feel about person A, spirit? Person B feels my person is very unemotional. They don't open up. They emotionally keep me trapped and they manipulate me. They are, let's see, King of Cups in reverse. Why does person B see their person as the King of Cups in reverse? One more. Person B feels person A always keeps them confused. Very, very confused. They alternate between being the King of Cups in reverse and the King of Cups upright. I'm very confused, person B is saying, I don't know what to believe anymore. Do they love me? Don't they love me? They leave me in this stressful environment all the time where I'm always confused. I'm always depressed. Okay, I keep waiting for them to return back to me as an emperor, because that's what I want them to be. I always keep waiting for them to become that emperor that I've always wished for, but they've always kept me always confused. Do they care? Don't they care? What am I going to get out of this connection? I never know. And that's kind of put me in this place where I don't trust them anymore. I'm angry all the time. I'm bitter. I'm upset. I suspect them now because the way they behave, I'm not sure of what to expect. Do they care? Don't they care? Are they looking out anywhere? Are they going to return to me? And that's kind of made me feel very insecure. Queen of Swords in reverse. Why do they feel like the Queen of Swords in reverse? Yes, they feel breadcrumbed all the time. They feel there's no equal give and take. There's no balance. Heart of hearts, I think person B did respect person A a lot. They saw them as somebody who was dynamic, who was handsome, who was a go-getter. But now, over time, I think over this repetitive cycle of always feeling insecure, person B is now ready to end this chapter and transform their life. Maybe move on to maybe somebody new. Somebody who is passionate, who is exciting. So let's see. Person A, will you take any action now? Page of Swords. Person A feels everything, but they will not say it. Their ego is too strong, I think. That's what it said. I care for you, but I'm not going to tell you. So all they're doing is watching person B 24/7. It's like a eagle, hawk eye on person B. Why is that an action, Spirit? Page of Swords. From person A's side, why is that an action? Why is that an action? They are being patient. They are being patient, waiting for the right time, because I don't think you guys are talking to each other right now. There's no communication. So they're trying to gather information. Is my person planning to run away? Are they going to sneak away from me? What's going to happen? So since you guys have probably not told each other there's no direct conversation, person A is just trying to gather information, trying to be very patient, okay? Just watching any sneaky move that they may catch from person B's side. It's like always trying to catch them in the act. So person B, if you're the one listening to this reading, please be mindful. They're trying to catch you doing something wrong. So person B, will you take any action? Knight of Cups in reverse. Why is that an action, Spirit? Why is that an action from person B's end? Why is the Knight of Cups an action from person B's end? They, I think, are... They're not stupid. Person B is not stupid anymore. They know that their person is a promise breaker. They know if their person does come towards them with any kind of an offer, it's going to be a false offer. They know it's going to be, they're going to break their promises again. They've been through this many a times, I think, where person A has done things which have always made them feel, less than, or it's always been... They may have said, oh, I'll never do this again, and they've always done it, hurt them or made them feel, haha, I got you again, that kind of a feeling. I think person A could be ready to have a stable new beginning elsewhere. And that's what person A is waiting for, to catch them maybe leaving. Am I right, Spirit? What's this Ace of Pentacles? Yes, somebody is accepting that this connection is not working out, and they are ready now to embark on a new journey which is going to give them happiness, joy, maybe just connect with their family, friends, or go back to a place which actually makes them happy. Person A, B is ready. So person A, I'm going to give you one more chance, one more card for you. What's the action that you decide to take? You want to take? Or are you going to take? One card for you. What's the action? Okay, they're not taking any action. They're only watching. Here it is. Lovers. They're waiting for the decision to be made. In meanwhile, they are just going to wait and watch. What's his decision? Again, see, not making a decision themselves. They want to be in the right. I'm not making any decision. I'm not making any choice. I'm just going to be patient. I'm not going to tell person B what I feel at all. I'm not saying anything, doing anything. I'm just going to watch. I'm going to keep an eye on them and maybe try and catch them doing something which they shouldn't. So that's all I have for you, Taurus. I hope it works out. Don't worry about it. If you're on person B's side, this conflict will end and you will be able to manage to reach that calm, happy place for yourself. Okay? So, till next time then, love and light. Take care. Namaste.